Hi, Jason. Thank you for joining me on Not Nosy, Just Curious, man. I really appreciate this. Can't
I'm
believe,
happy to be here.
can't
Thanks for
believe,
having me.
can't believe it. My question to you is choices. Do you think life is just choices, or do you think life happens?
Like there's a plan, there's a preordained, there's a set thing, a path that you follow. Is that what you kind of mean, or do
No,
you
I
mean
just
more?
think did you do you think you chose your job or did your job choose you? I mean, there's parts of our life that we definitely are culpable. We have made the decision and that choice has been ours 100%. You married Shannon, you knew that was the woman for you. That was a choice. You were in 100%. But did the job choose you or just kind of happened? Or, I mean, sometimes we do make bad choices.
Sure. No, I would say specifically to my career, it's something I kind of stumbled into.
So it kind of chose you. It happened.
Yeah, and not necessarily in like a, but it wasn't sort of like a ray of sunshine suddenly shone, came
Right.
upon me and I knew what I had to do. It was more like a series of like pragmatic decisions that landed me in the right place to get the right job at the time.
Right.
Um but yeah, so very much like I say it found me, but I certainly made the choices for it to find me.
Okay, so you laid a ground, some sort of path. You did the work. You made the choice to do the
Yeah.
work for the job to kind of come to you.
Yeah, a big part of that was moving out of Michigan, where I grew up. It put me in the right sort of place to find the kind of work I was looking for.
Do you think, Jason, right place, right time?
Um, yeah, I more or less. Um, I have a I have an ongoing concern that like my pocket of my generation,
Mm-hmm.
like I won't put it as a generational thing. I'll just say for my life, I feel like I'm perpetually 5 years behind where I should be.
You do personally, or you think your generation does?
I for certain me personally,
Mm-hmm.
for my generation, maybe. But for me personally, definitely. I just feel like in terms of like where I should be in saving for retirement, where I should be in my career, where I should be, you know, in
But
life, I always feel a few years behind.
But Jason, those are choices that you chose to put on yourself. Is there really a predefined place you should be for retirement? Please believe me, I'm retirement age and I'm not ready. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. Those methodical choices, those are bullshit. Bullshit.
No, yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely
as
like
much as you want
a
to save money, oh, I want to save to buy a house. So
yeah.
many things sometimes happen.
No, it's definitely a comparison thing. Like I'm comparing myself to my perceived interpretation of where I think other people my age are. And
Oh,
I was worse about that when I was younger, just starting in my career.
okay. All
Like
right.
when my first real big job, where I was really making like grown up money, you know,
Okay.
uh, uh, I was like, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 years older than everyone else at my level.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that like took some getting used to. And also like my perception of like, especially when it comes to money, changed a lot when I moved out of Michigan because I moved to Washington D.C. and Washington D.C. is rich.
Okay.
Like, not just gross point rich, like actually generational wealth. My great grandfather was a friends with the Rockefellers kind of money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
and so when you meet like those kids and you see how they're living and what they can do and what they can buy and where their careers are at, what school they went to, there was a lot of comparison and sort of negative feelings about myself, comparing myself to others early on in my career.
So was that intimidating or was that insightful?
Totally.
Did
No,
was.
it was intimidating, and it put a chip on my shoulder. I never expected to have. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
very okay, that's fair. Okay.
I would find myself really trying to demonstrate to people that I was from Detroit, that I was from a different kind of neighborhood. I was,
Hmm.
um, oh, I'm not like rough. I wasn't trying to, I wasn't, you know, gangsta
But
to
you
my
were
coworkers.
survivor because you came from Detroit.
But I did want to tell people like I'm not to be trifled with. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean? And that was
definitely.
my way of trying to intimidate people back who came
Right.
from wealth, who had really privileged upbringings and stuff like that.
So, as you reflect, Jason, do you think the privilege was a good thing for them because they didn't choose the privilege? You know, it was there. I mean, did the
Hmm.
privilege enhance the person that they became, or did the privilege become a terrible atrocity? Wasn't an albatross for them?
It's a super mixed bag. I was working in the nonprofit world,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was surrounded by do-gooders, you know?
Right, right, yeah.
So, for a lot of these kids, like they were using the privilege they had to try and do something they felt had a positive influence in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think the difference between them and me was that they could leave at any time.
Oh, all right. That's interesting. Okay. Right.
Whereas I was like, I need to build this career. I need to build my way through this organization. I need to try and achieve, 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 achieve. Because if I'm not doing this, I'm washing cars, right?
Did you really? I mean, did you feel your college degree was useless at that point?
No, but the piece of paper that says I graduated college, it just opens doors. And for me at that time, 20 years ago, it opened doors
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't have been opened if I didn't have it.
Oh, all right.
Now,
So,
I have a political science degree and I
mhm.
mostly work in technology. So
But that kind of morphed into that, right? That wasn't originally the path.
that was not originally the path. And,
Like you,
and, and it wasn't what my degree's in. It's always been an interest
hmm,
of mine. So I was able to grow and like whatever skills I picked up, just the hobby of technology and stuff, um, turn that into work. But yeah, that wasn't the original intent.
yeah. Okay. So, do you think we have a choice here, making a choice? Is AI going to prove to be beneficial? Should we choose to engage it or should we choose to resist?
I go back and forth. I
Do
really
you?
do. Um, I think I think the first thing with AI right now, and which is just like the large language models and just you know being able to naturally speak technology, I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, just as an example for retirement planning, my wife and I were doing a little bit of that, just figuring out finance stuff. And instead of trying to like, I, I don't want to say hack Google, but like use a bunch of tricks in Google to get the answer to a broad question we have, being able to type it out in natural speak. Hey, if I save $15 for the next if I save $15 a week for the next 30 years, how much money will I have at the end? is awesome. Like it. That natural language recognition stuff is really good, but the uh, the video stuff, the image stuff, those like sort of tools that are trying to make creatives' lives easier, but we need some guardrails on those things because it's already kind of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I agree. So be like a watchdog over that.
Yeah.
So,
I was just reading a thing about a television, a new television brand. I forgot the name of it, but it's a free TV, except there's a webcam on the television that makes sure you're looking at it because there's a secondary display under the TV that shows ads. So the TV for you is totally free, except there's a second TV underneath it that just constantly shows ads, and the cam makes sure you're looking at it or you're seeing it or that, you know, you're not blocking it or whatever else. And
that's interesting.
And the person was saying when you turn the TV on, there's a automatic AI generated personality who gives the headlines and the weather every time you turn this TV on. So there's like this funky animated lady who, like, you know,
saturates you with all this bad news and the weather. Don't forget the weather.
Always the weather, but
like, the sunny weather, yes, for sure. And we become a hostage to that weather report now. Do you think, Jason? I mean, did you read 1984? Did you read that book?
I don't remember reading it, but I think I might have read the Cliff Notes for a class.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. The cheat notes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems to me, I had to reread it again, but it seems to be as absurd as that was when I read it in high school in 1984, which has come and gone many times, seems to be very much what's happening now. It seems like you're saying the AI will dictate your narrative, and it has an eye on you all the time, like the book says Big Brother. Yeah. And it's watching all the time, and it's filling your head with all this. Do you think we choose to fill our head with all this, or are we? Myself, I'm choosing to put my head in the sand.
I read it was a little cartoon, like a newspaper cartoon thing, where this guy was like, we think our brains are supposed to make us happy, and we get frustrated when we're not happy, right? What's actually happening is our brains are set up to keep us safe, to ward off dangers, to ward off disappointment, to ward off all these like difficult feelings, and to keep ourselves safe. And part of that is anxiety and worry, because those things keep us safe. I am worried I'm going to fall off this tree trying to get this coconut. I'm going to find a tool to help me do that so I don't break my head open, right? The stuff we're filling our heads with, all the news and the constant pathway to like seeing stuff that's disappointing us, makes us worry, gives us anxiety and stuff like that. That's just our brain doing what it wants to do to keep us safe, right? If we know that there's, soldiers coming up and down our block, we know not to go out on the block. So I feel with the modern era of technology, everyone has just gotten really good at tapping into that part of our brain. And so your reaction to be sort of like, I'm just going to disassociate from it. I'm not going to allow that river of information to flow in. That's a legitimate response.
Well, it's funny you say that as a tool of safety, Jason, the anxiety and the worry, because the medical arena is now repressing the anxiety and treating anxiety. Is it because people are choosing to, explain that then? If it's a safety net for us, why are we making it our enemy? the worry and the anxiety?
Oh, well, I think part of it is American culture. American culture, everyone's supposed to have a smile on your face, and you greet your neighbor and drive your Cadillac to your office and, eat pot
Mm-hmm.
roast on the way home, right? The reality is that things are much, much different than that. We don't like it when people are sad and angry and upset and depressed. Like, depression, for sure, it bums out everyone around that person when someone's depressed.
Yes, it's consuming. Yes.
So I think we're not necessarily creating like anti-anxiety drugs to stomp out anxiety. We're just trying to make certain people where those things are overactive be able to live in our culture a little bit better.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Um,
Do you worry?
oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
So you
Yeah, I'm
feel
very
anxious?
worried.
Yes. Right. Do you think worry is self-inflicted? It's something we do to ourselves, or it's very valid?
It's very valid. And I think different people manage it in different ways. The way I worry about things is very different with how Shannon worries about things.
What you internalize worry?
Um, yes and no. I would say certain things I definitely internalize it, but I can drive in traffic without cussing anybody out.
You can now. That's a gift.
Not always, right?
But no, but that's that's respectable.
Yeah. There was one time I was driving with my wife and her sister, and someone did something. They cut me off. They went around me. Just something ugly, which is pretty common here in Los Angeles. And both my wife and their sister are like, "Why aren't you honking? Why aren't you screaming at that guy?" And I'm like, it is what it is. Like, it happens. There's not much I can do about it right now. Everyone's safe. We didn't have to, flip the car over to avoid a collision or anything like that.
So do you have a thought process before you decide like to have a raging fit? I mean, do you like, oh man, not worth it? Or do you just kind of action reaction?
I can be pretty reactive with anger sometimes. I
You,
was pretty pissed this morning. Some work stuff coming my way and the way I was being talked to.
oh, well, that'll do it. So action reaction.
Uh,
So let me ask you too, the way you were being talked to, did you talk that way back? Or were you able to take a breath and be polite and rational?
I had to stand up, walk away from the computer, refilled my coffee. I tried to process it before I reacted.
Well, that's good. That's a good practice.
But
All these wonderful things in the world are practices also,
I've
They're-
certainly done the opposite though, and have embarrassed myself, and
Have you had to say sorry?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is saying sorry a choice? I mean, can we just never say sorry?
I would say the last time I had a bit of a blow up, I did not apologize for it.
And you chose that, right? You thought
and
it
I
through.
chose not to apologize for it.
Okay.
But I'm still pretty embarrassed by my behavior with it, and I regret that it occurred. It was just on a call. Someone gave bad feedback, and I kind of just lost my mind and said things I shouldn't have said. But there definitely there's been times where I've had an outburst of anger and like apologized as soon as I was able.
Okay. Now you went from Washington, D.C. to not owning a car to California. Now you have a car.
Yes.
So in California, I mean, it's so terribly expensive there. Is home ownership ever a goal?
Um,
Or a choice?
uh, it was at one point.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I were saving quite a bit. We were far, far along. We were being very pragmatic, and we wanted to do it the right way, buy our first house,
Mm-hmm.
meaning not have a bunch of mortgage debt or not have like mortgage insurance and stuff like that. We were
Right,
like,
right, right.
um, and then the pandemic hit, and housing costs rocketed, and then inflation hit, and they jumped even further. Um, and housing here in LA and in California, it already goes for a premium.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And so we decided that maybe home ownership isn't for us.
Okay, realistic.
And we started looking at what else we could do with what we had saved up to try and like fulfill our lives and stuff like that. But it like you have to have really, really good high paying jobs.
You do there. I mean, it's just kind of. Do you ever think, Jason? You talk about retirement. Do you think you'll move to a different state to retire where it's more affordable to retire?
That's a big question mark. I would say at this stage, that's not the plan.
No, because California. Would you call California home?
Yeah, I think so. It's been 12 years now.
Oh, okay, all right.
And well, here's the thing. I've lived in 3 major cities, metropolitan areas now.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, Michigan, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles. I feel like I can live anywhere.
Okay.
Well,
where do you choose to live?
Well, I just say, like, in terms of America, I could end up anywhere. And so my heart is open to that kind of change.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. So like ideally we could stay, in the area that we are, but if we had to move because of money reasons, that would be fine too. I feel like I can go anywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. So you talk about retirement. Do you have like a goal? I mean, is there an end point there? Do you think you'll work till you're 70? Do you think, 55 is the max and you want to enjoy your life at that point? Not that life stops at 55 or even 70, but
yeah.
Do you have like a end game where you're choosing to go, all right, me and Shannon, we've saved, this is our time. Now we're retiring.
It's not set in stone, but it is something we're talking about a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to do the thing. It's called FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence Retirement Early.
Okay.
Retire early. Which is, so the idea is that we don't work until we're 67, or the way things are going for my generation, probably 69, 70 will be the age it'll be increased. So we're shooting for like somewhere in the early 60s.
So Jason, for you, retirement simply means the job, working a job. I mean, will you then go freelance somewhere, or will that be it as far as your working life is?
I don't know yet, because I feel like I see it done both ways. Like there's people in my life who retired and they don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I see their health decline. I see their like vibrance and vitality decline.
Yeah.
And then I see the opposite, like, people who have kept working all throughout retirement, and, I don't know I don't know quite yet which way will be the right way for me.
You don't. Okay.
I know I don't like crosswords that much.
Oh, well, yeah,
So
well,
the
you could start jump roping. I mean, you might find yourself doing something with sewing or something.
yeah.
You don't know. I mean, for me, retirement, I tried it. I dipped my toes in the water and hated it. I know I'm this certain age, but internally, I'm got myself fooled like I'm like 40 or something. But yeah, retirement was not for me. But I wasn't. It wouldn't have mattered even if I was financially prepared. I'm not prepared to take that path of nothing.
I know I don't want to like answer to somebody at that
Right.
point. I don't want to do it now, but like certainly if I'm 62, I don't want to have a boss
Right.
who's
I understand.
disappointed in me.
Yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that. So, I mean, would there be something? Do you harbor some sort of desire to do something on your own? I mean, do you want to create something, or because sometimes if you can't find a job, you have to create one. I mean, you and Shannon talk about, well, we'll retire and we'll go start a worm farm or something. I mean, is there something like that you would love to do but can't do it right now?
I've always joked about opening a movie theater.
Okay.
Like a small town,
Right.
single screen, 2-screen movie theater.
Right.
I think I think what I actually want to do, I don't actually want to be in the popcorn making business. I think what I actually would want to do, I like the idea of like programming a show. Basically sort of like determining the schedule for what's on the screen is what I think that secret desire is.
So do you love movies?
Oh yeah.
Do you love older movies? I mean, do you like current stuff? Do you like the gritty or the true stories? I mean, are you just a passionate moviegoer?
Like going
Do you
to the
see? I'm
movies
sorry.
a
Let me
lot.
ask one more, Jason. Do you see it from a cinematographer? Do you see the layers of the movie?
I one of my early college classes was Introduction to Film,
Mm-hmm.
and I always joke that it was like just enough film theory to sort of fuck up the rest of my life. Meaning, like,
Okay, so you became a fan at that point.
well, no,
So
it
you
was
dissect these movies sometimes to death.
a little bit. So just yesterday, we saw one battle after another.
I love that.
I enjoyed it too, but I did find that there were some problems.
Okay, with the of it, with the the concept.
No. I thought some sequences were a little longer than they
Okay.
needed to be.
All right.
And then there were some things I would have rather have seen other than what we got. Like for instance, I would have liked to seen some more background of the mom and Leo when they were younger.
Okay.
So
So you just wanted more history of that, the more personal history on that whole thing.
Yeah, little bits here and there. I don't want to say too much in case people haven't seen it, but overall, I thought it was good. People are talking about it like it's this cinema changing achievement. Like, oh my god, it was fine.
It was a
good.
good movie. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever experienced that cinema changing experience from any movie, really?
The one that always comes to mind is The Matrix.
Oh, really?
That first Matrix movie, when it came out, nobody knew what it was.
Right. I still to this day don't know what it is. And I give up watching it, I think.
It looked cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the like bigger plot about how AI had taken over the world and enslaved humanity, that happens in the middle of the movie, and I was in a crowded theater and it was blowing everyone's mind. You've never
Okay.
seen something like that before, you know.
Yeah. So, well, maybe I should revisit that movie because, yeah, if it doesn't grab me right away, I'm one of those, not attention deficit, but yeah, I have to be riveted instantly to pay
Yeah.
attention. So,
Yeah. But yeah,
all
I love
right.
going to the movies. I love the idea of like the idea of running a theater. It would be sort of like on Saturdays we do like a block of vintage cartoon movies, and then we could pick movies for double features and stuff like that. Like I think that would be good work. I think it would be hard and a money pit, and
I don't know, Jason, everything old is new again. I think something like that people might just enjoy the simplicity of it.
yeah.
I mean, you go to the show now, Jason, and you got these recliners and you got the bar and you get food and it's just not, I mean, if you're going to do all that, stay home. People are bringing their blankets in and taking their shoes off. And I don't endorse all of that.
When I see people put their bare feet on the backs of chairs in front of them, it makes me lose my mind.
Right. I mean, this is still a public place. Behave that way,
Yeah.
So yeah, if they're bringing coming in their pajamas. It's just not acceptable. I mean, it's the show. It's the show, and it's not cheap. And if I go to the show, I just want to, see the movie and be done with it.
I went to go see F1. A few weeks back.
I liked that. You didn't like that?
No, I liked it.
I didn't see it at the show though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I watched it at the show. I felt like someone had turned up the volume a little bit. It was one of the loudest movies I had ever seen, and it took me aback at first, but I kind of appreciated it.
Yeah, I found that to be the case in one battle.
Oh yeah, was it hit a little loud for you?
So loud, yeah. Yeah.
Well, at F1, I went. It was a midweek, early afternoon movie, so it was me and like 4 other people in the theater, and 2 of them were a couple that came in. They came in about 10 minutes late to the movie. They sat at the other side of my row, so I'm on the left, they're on the right, and the dude's back was turned to me for like the entire movie because he was looking, making out with, I don't know what they were doing with his lady friend. And it was just driving me nuts that this dude's back is turned from the movie. Like, why? Just go.
What are you doing here?
Car. If you're gonna make out, go to your car or something. Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People think they can do whatever they want, whenever they want, and it's okay.
I heard a thing where people said it's like gotten worse post-pandemic.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I feel like that's a common thread I hear a lot. Like, from like people who work in retail or stuff like that. Like, it just people step out in public ready to battle.
Yeah, there's a real I think you're right. Everybody seems far more aggressive, far more angry. Yeah, and it's just it's nasty. It's just so nasty.
It's just defensive, right?
Yeah,
like assuming the worst about the people around.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. I'm not proud of it. I do that. I'm choosing to do it too because I don't know. I think it's my environment and made me kind of a little hateful, and it's a choice, and I need to stop. I need to stop it.
Well, I mean, who knows? But it's your anxiety in your brain trying to keep you safe.
I like that. I'll remember that, Jason. All right. Well, I was told by your mom to give her a call when we hung up, and this probably won't post till the weekend.
Okay.
It has been such a pleasure to talk to you. I've always enjoyed it, even since you were young.
Oh, thanks, Yvonne.
I mean it with all my heart, Jason. So, will you do this again with me?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
You will? All right, I got it written down.
Okay.
I'll be calling you. It'll be in a week. I get my numbers up. No, I'm kidding. No, I enjoyed this, Jason. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
All right. Tell your wife I said hello.
I will. Thanks, Yvonne. Love
All
you.
right. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.